Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Ben Layson, and this week's video we're going to be talking about the best fitting tees for men. I'm more of a slim guy myself, so these recommendations are going to be more for those type of people. However, there are tips in this video about how to go about finding tees and stuff like that you might find applicable to your own searches or whatever for tees. Having said that, you might have seen a lot of pictures on like Pinterest or Instagram of guys, you know, pulling off these effortless looks with just a t-shirt, and it's like, how can you do that? It comes down to two things really. It's how confidently they wear what they have, as well as the fit. Those two things tie together to make a outfit, I believe. But this video we're gonna be talking about more of just the fit aspect, and with that we're gonna jump right into how I found my t-shirts. Alright guys, so moving into the first thing, I'm just going to tell you about my story of finding a t-shirt. Finding one can be quite a process and kind of difficult, so I'm just going to go ahead with my story and how I went ahead and find t-shirts like the ones behind me, as well as what I'd recommend to do to go about finding your own fitting tees if you haven't done so already. Finding a brand or two can make all the difference in the world with outfits and building them. So yeah. It took me about a year and a half to find my first brand that actually fit me. Stores like Banana Republic, Target, and then even H&M and Zara, they just didn't seem to fit me, really, until I stumbled across Kohl's Apartment 9 line. I found their black t-shirts and all their Apartment 9 tees in general. They just fit me really nicely, so I went ahead and picked up like 2 of each color. You know, all the basics, gray, navy, white, and black. And luckily, I think their brand isn't, the same tees aren't sold there anymore. I think it got discontinued or something, so now I have like a little bit of like a buildup of a wardrobe so they can last me a few years. One thing about t-shirts, if you're spending more than $10 or $15 on them, you don't really need to. It's kind of excessive for the sake of the channel as well, me personally. T-shirts are really basic and you shouldn't be spending more than that on them unless you're just paying for brand name or something like a Supreme tee or Hugo Boss. But other than that, getting back into the video, yeah, so it took me about a year and a half and I finally found them, and yeah, it was a trial and error process. That's how I went about it, and then moving forward to now, I got about 3 brands I found that fit me differently, and those brands are also J. Crew Factory. That was one I was trying with. The J. Crew line, like the J. Crew themselves tees, fit different from the factory for some reason. So they're mercantile, they're mercantile slim tees from J. Crew Factory are the second thing I found that fit me pretty nicely. One thing with those tees was the length was a little bit long. There's always like something that's never perfect with off-the-rack t-shirts. And then I finally stumbled across Uniqlo. Heard a lot about their tees, and Uniqlo is like kind of like the tip of the iceberg. It's like the pinnacle of the fit, and because like everything's perfect, like the shoulders, the arms, and also the Uniqlo sizing, it like varies between what size you can get. You can get more of a relaxed fit, which I've been going with lately, where it's like not completely fitting your arms and stuff like that. But yeah, that was just my process. It was trial and error. And yeah, basically I still do it now. Every time I go into a new store or some new clothing line comes out, I try on the t-shirts again, and or just for the first time to see how they fit. That's how you can get a general idea of if the brand will fit you in general with other clothes as well. Lately I did find, with my last video you might have seen with Zara and H&M, about their new tees fitting me pretty nicely, though I did have to size up compared to usual with like Uniqlo, Apartment 9, and J. Crew Factory. I'm usually like a small. Here I'm a medium with Zara and H&M. And another thing to note with before I started all of this was I was watching YouTube videos like you are now about how a t-shirt should fit, and I put that into practice with finding my own, going through brands, and then I finally stumbled across Kohl's. I recently did a video on how I believe a t-shirt should fit. I'll link it down below in the description. And then yeah, if you're just looking for t-shirts yourself, guys, watch that video, watch this one, and then my recommendation would be just go out and try as many from different brands as you can. Don't necessarily get what I recommend either. Like I said, if you're not slim like me or something like that, you're gonna have like your process is gonna be different than mine. You're gonna find different stores that fit you. But yeah, just go ahead, try different stores, you know, get all the tees you can, and then just see how they fit, you know. It's like one thing about style, it's constantly improving, constantly changing. So if you're shopping at the same store like the Gap all the time, you're not gonna find new styles, you're not gonna find new fits, or you're not gonna find anything better. Anyways, guys, so that was just my personal story about how to find a t-shirt, you know, best fitting brands. Again, I'm gonna name them out. Apartment 9, it's definitely more stretchy than the other ones. It's like really elastic, so they've like held up. I've had one t-shirt for 2.5 years now, and it still fits perfectly. It hasn't like gone frayed collars or anything really. As you can see, actually no, that's Jake. Right here, as you can see, the collar isn't frayed at all, and it's been about 3 years. And the color's not washed out either. I am gonna be doing a video in the future probably about, you know, when to throw away old clothes. It's summer also, so probably how to style a t-shirt, you know, how to wear it with confidence. The second part to this video maybe. Let me know down below if you're interested in that at all. And yeah, and then carrying on, the other brand, J. Crew Factory, not J. Crew, and then Uniqlo. If you guys haven't tried Uniqlo yet, I talk about them a lot on this channel. And yeah, I finally got ahead with their t-shirts. And yeah, that was all, guys. If you're new here and you're interested in more men's fashion videos like this one, please consider subscribing down below. And if you're old here, thank you for watching as usual, guys, and I will see you all next week.